6 tactics of a spiritual manipulator. 1. Anchoring, relying heavily on one thing to get someone to make a decision. So let's say we have a pastor, and this pastor may or may not be a spiritual manipulator, but they need money. They may anchor the fact that they need money on someone else's good deed, say funding a school in Africa. However, these funds may not ever go to the school in Africa. Number 2 is an oldie but goodie, always the victim. The exaggeration or complete fabrication of victimhood to try to get their way. Now let's say we have a leader of a church, and this leader may or may not have just been exposed for infidelity within their marriage. They may lay on the lawn and whimper, everything that they can do to be the victim and to pull out the victim card so that the attention is now off of you and onto them. Number 3, charm and humor. Smiling and laughing is one of the quickest ways for someone to get you to let your guards down. So let's say that we have a spiritual advisor of a church, and they are making inappropriate comments about the mental health of their wife. Sometimes all they have to do is make a joke and put on a little charm for some people to forget about it and wave it off. Number 4, preying on the youth. Often it is much easier to manipulate and use intellectual bullying on the youth. So let's say that we have an elder of the church. They may see the youth as moldable clay, and they could take this clay and create the ideologies in this person's mind that they wish. Number 5, time snatchers. Time snatchers try to monopolize all of your time to do things that usually benefit them. So let's say that we have a spiritual guider of a church. They may or may not try to make you feel indebted to them so that you give up all your free and personal time. And by that, they have all of your attention. And most times they won't even give you credit for the things that you do. 6, cherry-picking scriptures. This is when they use scripture, oftentimes incorrectly, to justify behavior and thought. So let's say that we have a preacher of a church. This preacher may be a spiritual manipulator, but this spiritual manipulator may also be a serial cheater that cheats on all of their wives. They may use scripture and pick and choose what they want to justify their behavior and silence the church. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are raving wolves.
My cup of tea.